What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bryce with The Real Squad.
And it's your boy Al here with The Real Squad.
And as you can see, we are here with the early review, non-spoiler, for The Flash.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness, man. The day has come. Glory, glory, glory. Had to bring my man Michael Keaton out, you feel me? Oh man, had to bring move the Batwing in a little closer. Got some posters for y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
This was a big one, especially for me. Well, obviously for you too.
Yeah.
You being a huge Flash fan.
Huge Flash fan.
And me being a huge Batman fan. As you can see, come on, man, with the drip. Come on, man. Come on, you see me.
Got the bat drip.
Dude, so it's been in the headlines, you know what I mean? Just like with the Spider-Verse movie, everybody, well, the majority of people have been giving this movie high praise. And so even with that, even with my man Tom Cruise getting the early viewing and saying that the world needs this movie right now, that's crazy. If Tom Cruise says something like that, you only can expect greatness from what I think, you know what I'm saying? That's the GOAT himself, man.
Right.
Mr. Impossible, Mr. Mission Impossible.
Yep.
But going in here, I kept an open mind, and I am happy to say that this was an incredible movie for me.
Okay. Did it meet expectations or did it exceed expectations?
It exceeded I did not expect it to be as good as it was. This was so crazy. And when during my screening, they made sure they filled up all the seats. So I was sitting next to people I didn't know. And the person I was sitting next to, big nerd as well, every time they showed something crazy, we geeked out, bro. It was insane. The number of cameos, I don't want to say cameos, but the number of surprises that they got in here is insane. Like, I was not expecting them to do this. It's two in particular. One I didn't see, and we'll get into that later. But there's one that I was not expecting I saw, and I was so happy to see it because I never thought we would see it. And when we saw it, it was unbelievable. It was beautiful. I loved it.
Man, I came in with high expectations because I'm a Flash fan. That's my favorite DC character for sure. And it delivered. The Batman scenes were incredible. The Flash scenes were incredible. Supergirl scenes were good.
Bruh, Sasha Calle, I love. You know what I'm saying? She don't say much or do much in the trailers, but in the actual movie, I don't know what it is, dude, but she grew on me real fast. Like, I loved her as Supergirl. I went ahead and followed her on Instagram, bro. I'm like, let me give her a follow because she was super likable as Supergirl in this.
Hold on, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
All right.
Who directed this movie?
This is directed by your man Andy Muschietti, who's known for doing It 1 and 2, and if I can, I'll throw up a picture or something else that he reviewed. I mean that he directed, but I'm only getting It right now. But he's definitely known for It.
Yeah,
and so
did a great job.
Even he did such a great job that it's not even a rumor no more. He's getting to direct Batman: The Brave and the Bold with Batman and Damian Wayne Robin. They throwing him DC movies, so they are sure this is gonna be a hit. Mind you, like I said, this is an early review, so it's not out for the masses yet. But they are sure this is gonna be a hit. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a hit because
I'm sure
we're Zack Snyder fans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not the theatrical Justice League movie. And with that being said, I don't believe that this Flash movie erases the Snyder Cut at all. If anything, it piggybacks off of it. How you feel about that?
Yeah, me too. At first I was a little confused, but my man set me straight because in the movie, you know, in the Zack Snyder movie, he goes back in time, right? And at this time, you guys all seen the trailer. In this movie, he goes back in time.
Yes.
But in the theatrical version, he doesn't go back in time.
Not at all.
So I was just trying to see.
Disgraceful.
Yeah, it's like, how you not add that part in? Bruh, exactly. Like, I don't know, bro was just hating on Zack Snyder because he just didn't add that scene. He wanted to come up with his own stuff. I don't know what happened, but that was a great scene. And I was wondering which movie, the theatrical version or the Snyder cut, would this movie be after?
And it's definitely the Snyder cut.
Definitely the Snyder cut.
You'll be able to tell once you see the movie, because there's certain things in there that will make it quite obvious that I was so happy to see, man. I want to say it damn near comes full circle as far as what Zack Snyder started. So that was also beautiful to see.
To me, the Snyder cut is the only cut.
Period, man. Period.
The other stuff, I don't even.
Yeah, we're never gonna talk about that theatrical cut, because that's not a thing.
It's not a thing, bro. But who's it starring?
We got Ezra Miller as the Flash, Michael Keaton as Batman, Ben Affleck as Batman, Sasha Calle as Supergirl, Michael Shannon is returning as General Zod. And I want to give this quick shout out to Michael Shannon, because this is how much of a trooper he is. He did not want to make the movie after Andy Muschietti had hit him up unless he got the okay from Zack Snyder. And sure enough, Zack Snyder being the GOAT that he is, he definitely messes with Andy Muschietti. He probably saw the script and gave Michael Keaton the okay. And so that's why, not Michael Keaton, Michael Shannon the okay. And that's probably why, that's the reason why we got General Zod back.
Which was great.
Great. Michael Shannon, again, kills it, man.
Star-studded cast, man. All the acting was top tier.
Ezra Miller, I want to shout out Ezra Miller.
I was just going to say, I loved Ezra Miller.
Dude, I didn't think, because, he's been having like a lot of backlash. Well, they have been getting a lot of backlash in the tabloids, the news, but also even in the previous movies, people weren't too keen on him being the Flash.
Yeah,
and so
he's had a lot of moments.
Yeah, definitely a lot of bro moments. Sheesh.
But hey, aside from that, if you just look at the talent, he did excellent.
And he plays two characters, and I like what they did here, because it almost made him. Well, it did. It made him more enjoyable, because obviously he goes back in time and meets a younger version of himself, and he has to take the lead with this younger version. So it kind of makes the Flash that we're familiar with more likable, because the other one is more so the annoying.
Yeah, that is exactly. They did a really good job. Like with most superhero movies, Marvel or DC, they have either dark theme or it's a funny theme.
Right.
This kind of blended the two together a little bit.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
Because it was funny when it needed to be funny, but it never overshadowed the serious moments, which are a lot of serious moments in here.
Exactly.
Which I was surprised.
It blended those two aspects, really those three aspects, wove them together like a braid, like really good. I was impressed with just the writing and the directing.
If it wasn't for Michael Keaton, I probably would have gave the trophy to Ezra Miller, but what they gave Michael Keaton, like what he did in here, was amazing. And mind you, 89 Batman is my favorite Batman. Peep the hat. But dude, this is why I'm so happy that Andy Muschietti is actually getting the Batman Brave and the Bold, because it was so comic book accurate. The way that he fought, the way he moved, everything. And we know
also 89 accurate too. Like,
yeah,
man,
they had some cameos from the movie.
They had some of the lines from them, the dialogue. He it's just continuing like, oh yeah, that's 89 Batman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he was saying some of the same things.
Yeah, and we know he's super old, and CGI played a part in it, but the CGI surrounding Batman was probably the best CGI as far as the way he was able to move around and do the things that he did.
Even Ben Affleck Batman.
Whoo, Ben, almost forgot about Ben. Yeah, he doesn't even have like a major amount of time in here, but the time that he's in here, man, loved it.
Great.
He did his thing, man. Shout out Ben Affleck, dude. I really hope you come back, man. Really hope you come back.
Yeah, man. You're gonna be in some universe, one of the universes.
Yeah, hopefully.
But so
Sasha Calle, how you feel about her? Oh, we talked about Sasha Calle.
Yeah.
So Michael Shannon.
She was cool though. I didn't really get to say nothing. She was good.
Okay. I feel like Michael Shannon came in and did his thing as far as Zod. Watching this movie will kind of give you more of a realization of how much of a threat he really was. Like, Zod is dangerous, bro. He's very dangerous.
And also, it's really hard to play a character, go do other things, like be other characters, and then come back and play the exact same character. And I feel like in this movie, he was the exact same as the first Zod. Like,
because he had to play the exact same Zod. It wasn't like years later Zod.
Right, it's
like
the same
It's the exact same Zod.
So that was really hard. So shout out to him for doing that.
And like in the reverse way with Michael Keaton, he had to play an older Bruce Wayne. And I feel like he killed it, man. He definitely killed it with that.
Yeah.
I also wanted to shout out before we get into some dislikes, which were pretty much only one dislike that I think we both mutually feel the same about. I wanted to shout out Andy Muschietti on how he depicted the Speed Force, like how the Flash goes back in time and how the Flash moves and how they explain his powers. It made it relatable, so it wasn't like too overpowered. So it had some things that you have to have done in order for it to work, type of feel, and I loved it. Like, it was visually stunning, and majority of the time it worked. And when I say majority of the time, that's because of the CGI aspect. The CGI was definitely hit or miss.
Yeah, so we see it's early, so we're still gonna leave it out there so that it could get better.
Yeah, like I said, we saw it 2 weeks early, so like I said, it's possible that they can clean up the CGI. Hopefully
they do, because like you said, it's hit or miss.
Yeah, like, that definitely took away from it just a little bit because of the CGI. At some point, it was too overwhelming. Like, you had to literally be like, okay, this is just one part of the movie. Let's get back to the movie. It was definitely one of those moments. Like, I was
in there fanning out, so I didn't even like. I noticed it obviously because it's impossible not to, but I was fanning out so hard that I'm like, whatever.
You forgave it. That's how you know the movie's good, though. Like, you were able to forgive it, even though like you immediately noticed that cinema sin. Like, ooh, that's a little bit much. That's a little bit too much. I might have to pull back on that.
I feel like a lot of it was unnecessary too. Like the first scene, I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but Bryce knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like they could have had anything there, and they chose the most delicate thing they could.
So exactly. So like I said, I that's kind of what I was already speaking on. Like, that's just a little bit of it, but even still, it was so noticeable, and they took their time with it. I'm like, oh man, I could have at least sped through it. No pun intended. But Jesus Christ. But other than that, man, this was literally like a super crowd pleaser, like really fan servicey. And as they say, man, I'm a fan, so service me. And I'm one of those guys that I'm definitely on the side of give me what I want.
This movie delivered that for sure. It was everything that you wanted to see. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was everything I wanted to see. As far as Batman, as far as the Flash, I wanted them to show me how they was gonna do the Speed Force. I actually wanted to show me how, when he's running, how he sees things.
Right.
It was perfect.
It was all there. And this is a kicker. And this is just between me and him. But I got the screener first, right? And so I wasn't able. My screener wouldn't allow me to see the very end of the movie, and it cut out the post-credit scene. And so I was able to get him a viewing next, and his viewing got to see the entirety of the movie.
Yeah,
mind you, it still might not be exactly what he saw. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like 98% of what he saw for sure, unless they add in or maybe take something out.
Yeah,
but he saw the part that I wanted to see, and I refused to let him tell me what it was.
Yeah,
but
I still haven't told him.
His crowd apparently lost it. You know what I'm saying? When they revealed that at the very end. Now, I wouldn't say it wasn't the post-credit scene. It was the scene before the post-credit scene.
Yeah,
the end of the movie.
So it was all the way up to the part where he's seen, and then maybe like 2 minutes after that.
Yeah.
Where they
literally
revealed
faded to black,
thing.
not faded to black, but cut to black right when there was like a reveal coming in there.
You said they didn't even have credits, right?
No, it wasn't even no credits. So it was nothing that rolled up on the screen. It literally just cut out.
So ours had credits, and then it had a scene after the credits.
That's crazy. So we already saw 2 different movies. So when we're gonna have to do a spoiler review separately, but when we do, we're gonna go see it again just to double check, just to make sure. I obviously have to see it.
I'm definitely seeing it.
I need to see that in. I need to see because I have an idea what it is, but even with the idea, I have to see it myself. I don't care if I'm even right about it. I still need to see it because I'm gonna be juiced regardless.
Is he right or is he wrong? We'll see.
Oh man,
we will see.
But we're not gonna hold y'all up too much longer. Just want to let y'all know that we got in there and we had a fantastic time, man. Movies are somewhat on the rise right now. Hopefully DC can stick to this, you know what I'm saying?
Please.
The DCU, James Gunn, Andy Muschietti, we rooting for y'all right now, man.
Rooting hard.
Let's go ahead and we'll give it a base rating right now since it's not fully complete. I'll go first. I'm just gonna give it the real deal. 9.9, really close to the real deal dopeness. The only reason is because of what I said earlier, and I didn't get to see the full film. This can easily become the real deal dopeness once I see the movie in its entirety. But for right now, the real deal, 9.9, real talk.
I am right there with you, man.
Okay.
Real deal. The only reason I'm not gonna give it a 10 is because, like my man said, we still have more to see.
Yeah.
I don't think this was the final cut. You know what I'm saying? They let us see the end, like he said, but we didn't get to. I don't think that's gonna be the final cut.
Yeah.
It's like our only problem was the CGI.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
obviously they can fix that up, doctor it up, and make it look better.
And if they do, that's obviously gonna go up a point. Yeah. So we already at the real. We're pretty much touching the real deal.
Yeah,
we right there
at the ceiling.
I want to give it the real deal dopeness so bad. Like I said,
honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Even if they don't do it, I might still give it. I might still give it the 10 because I don't want to handcuff myself.
Yeah,
and then it'd be better. Then I gotta try to give it above a 10. I can't. You know what I'm saying? If it's but even if they don't, I might still give it a 10.
Facts. I'm right there with you, but like. I'm pretty sure I damn near would have went real deal dope if I would have seen the shit that you saw.
Oh man.
But like I said, I'm only holding back really because of the CGI. I want to see if they're able to fix it up.
Me too.
But let us know in the comments below how you felt about the review. How do you feel about the movie? Are you gonna go see it? Are you excited? What have you heard? Go ahead and drop it in the comments below. If you were a part of those part of the people who got to see it early, please don't comment any spoilers. Try to keep it clean, keep it safe for everybody else.
Exactly.
Because man, this is definitely a super early viewing. So hey man, we appreciate you guys. Make sure y'all do that YouTube thing and hit that like, that sub, and that
notification bell.
Hey man, y'all want to stay up to date because you can miss something like this easily. This is 2 weeks in advance, man. So definitely hit that noti bell, and the real squad always gonna keep it real and get it to you real fast.
Woo! Straight like that.
Pun intended.
Straight like that.
But yeah, man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. It's the real squad, and we are out.
Peace.